Guys, Gear Issue 33 here. Now, guys, before you start this video, I'm going to be leaving a video that I did earlier today that I released earlier today. Of course, I'm doing this video on Thursday night. I'm going to be relieving that video in the comment section, description box of this video. I'm talking about the possibility of a national divorce. Now, I hinged the premise of that video was basically saying that national divorce I don't think is likely for several reasons. Now, you guys saw the thumbnail of this video right here, and you may have even giggled a little bit, but I want to talk a little about Civil War. You know that phrase that Tim Pool likes to scream.
Civil War!
Guys, I have promised you that I will be doing a series, an actual project on this. It's probably going to take a while, but right now I'm in the middle of some serious thoughts and concerns about YouTube because the main channel has suddenly been shadow banned and stymied. They normally do it to you at least once every couple of months if you're a small content creator and you talk about social issues. Now, guys, the reason why I want to discuss this topic is because many people out there, and I've seen many takes on this issue. Let me take that back. I've seen the same person have many takes on it on several occasions. There was this one video by a guy named John Mark who did a video on this. By the way, you can't really find that video on YouTube. Now, I have found it. And, of course, it is on another YouTube channel, which, by the way, I will try it if I can find it a little, because it's actually very, very tough to dig up that channel. I'll try to find it. Of course, you got to go through DuckDuckGo to actually get to it. I'll try to link that video in the description box of this video here as well, so that way you guys can actually go check it out for yourselves and watch it. I advise you guys do it. I have no idea what the hell happened to Mark. I have no idea where he went. He was on YouTube back in 2019. Next thing I know, he was gone. But then again, I think maybe if you actually dug into his actual content, you would see that maybe there's a reason why YouTube may have booted him off, or maybe he's not there anymore. And it was definitely over that topic in particular. Now, guys, I know it's taking me a second to kind of build to it. We're going to go ahead and get to it now. So before we do that, guys, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you guys cut on the notifications bell. Make sure you guys subscribe. Make sure you guys check out the rest of the videos on this channel. Also, something else too, I'll be leaving a link to my main channel, John Claymore, in the comment section, description box of this video right here. Also, share and pass these videos around. And let's go ahead and talk about this. People are talking about the possibility of a civil war. And, of course, the project that I wanted to do was more along the lines of like how we got here. What's going on now? What's pushing us towards it? And what would happen if it ever did occur? Me, personally, I don't think it would ever happen. However, I could see a situation like in 2020 where the radical left in this country gets it. Because it won't be the radical. Trust me, it won't be the right who does it. Yeah, people think this impression on conservatives like we're just a bunch of backwoods hillbillies. At the end of the day, for the most part, conservatives are people who just, quite frankly, just don't want to get involved. We're just people who want to be left the hell alone for the most part. This is just who the hell we are. We want to be left the hell alone when it comes to all issues. The only problem that we have is that when you decide to impose your values on us constantly and impose your values on our kids and our children, then we begin to get a little bit upset. But that right there, in my honest opinion, is not going to be what the hell actually spurs it. What it'll do is it'll spur a bunch of, let's just say votes against it. Basically, what I think will happen is that people will start voting Republican because the Democratic Party is absolutely insane in 2022, 2024, and 2026. My personal opinion is that the Democratic Party, the way it's constructed right now, with all the wokeness and everything, they're starting to lose a lot of their own voters. Is that it's about to fracture. It's about to fracture into two, possibly three. I mean, think about it right quick. You've got transgenders who, at this moment in time, are at war with TERFs, who are trans exclusionary radical feminists. Basically, what they are is just women feminists who aren't trans, but yet they're at war with them. Also, something else, too, the gay pride flag. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen this image on multiple occasions. Now, to us Christians, the gay pride flag is actually blasphemous because the rainbow was an actual covenant that God made with Noah. This is where the rainbow came from, was a covenant saying, look, I will not destroy the earth again, not by water. I will do it by fire, though, but I will not do it by water. What I'm trying to say is that even they have bungled that, and they've created this whole brand new flag. You see, they've blasphemed the blaspheme. Now, I don't know if that right there means that their blasphemy is gone or what, but I'm pretty sure you guys are seeing that they actually screw up the screw up, or they screw up their own intentional screw up. This is how these people are. So I don't think that these people would actually stand a chance in an actual fight. I mean, dude, they get mad when you misgender them, okay? By the way, identifying as is just another way of saying that I pretend to be. Like, I identify as this wall over here, which means I pretend to be this wall over here. I identify as this flag. I pretend to be this flag. I identify as that placard back here. I pretend to be it. That's what it is. When you say I identify, it's nothing more than you saying that I pretend. I know I'm getting on a bit of a tangent, but bear with me. The thing is this right here. We keep hearing this talk, and then, of course, recently you've got Anna Kasparian, you've got Malcolm Nance, you've got Vosh out there saying, oh, dude, we need to arm up and when the fascists come to get us and stuff. Number one, nobody's coming to get you, but at the same time, if that paranoia is there, it leads me to believe that you would be the ones who started. Now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now how I think something would go. And like I said, the project will still come out because it will be very, very much a much more nuanced approach, start to finish, detail to detail. And before I do that, and don't worry, there's some video titles I'm about to go through for you guys to expect over the next few, let's just say over the next few weeks, or a few days, really, because I'm going to go ahead and make them this weekend. The thing is this right here. This right here is how I'd expect something to go. I would expect something like this right to occur and start in the cities, the bluest of the blue, the Clinton archipelagos. All right, that is where it would actually start. The radical left would probably get into fights with, and by the way, they're only fighting people on their own side. Most people who live in cities are moderate to liberal Democrats. They fight there. They show their own racism. I know that kind of sounded funny when I was smoking. I kind of took a hit there, but still. They fight amongst amongst themselves. It's a very, very feudal lifestyle, not exactly a lifestyle that breeds actual life in the future. So what I can see is them fighting amongst themselves and then eventually fighting the cops. And I think the situation would get so bad where the military might have to get called in. And when that right there occurs, most of these cities on the waters, most of these isle cities, in my personal opinion, would suddenly be cut off. Truckers won't go in, they won't deliver. And as a matter of fact, we're kind of seeing this now with the price of diesel going up. Yeah, the price of gas was going down, but the price of diesel was going through the roof. I mean, the vast majority of these leftists would not survive. I mean, the cities only stock for like 3 days at a time. I mean, so what? You take over a city, but can you hold it? You can't eat. I mean, you got to actually have food. You got to have that stuff coming in. I mean, you got to have munitions. You've got to have water. You got to have all. I mean, and by the way, you don't really grow very many gardens out there in these cities. Also, another thing too. What if the city zoos were let out? I mean, you done taking out the cops, and I don't think you would. But let's just say by some miracle you did. Let's say it turned into no man's land from Batman, which, by the way, is exactly what a civil war would look like in this country. We look closer to that there. What would happen? Are you going to kill these lions who are now out roaming looking for food? I mean, you're all about protecting animals and animal rights and stuff. Well, what's going to happen when they come to bite your head off because you let them out of their cage? These people aren't very bright. But then again, though, I got to entertain it, and we got to entertain the situation. So, guys, that stuff right there is going to be on the way. Now, with that right there out of the way, I'm going to give you guys my thoughts on a couple of things that are YouTube related, so that way you guys are notified of this, especially you guys who subscribe to the channel. And I'm also going to give you guys a preview of things. Odds with YouTube, at least for the month of July. I know that at the end of the month of June, I had this massive subscriber splurge on this channel and also on John Claymore both. What happened was, at the end of the month, I figured I would take a couple of days. I'd do things every other day, and of course, the start of the first week of July, the channel kind of went in the doldrums again. So this is not exactly uncommon for this channel from time to time, especially if you're a small YouTube content creator. Now, guys, I'm going to give you this preview of things to come as far as the channel is concerned, as far as videos and content coming out, which, by the way, is going to be from behind this computer right here in voiceover format. A lot like the 3 videos that I did on most uninvadable nations, of course, the Red Dawn scenario. We're going to be doing some more stuff like that in the future. But guys, I may start putting that stuff right there on the social commentary channel as well, and there's a reason for this. I'm trying to create a Rumble account strictly dedicated to the channel of John Claymore itself. You see, the content that I do on my social commentary channel tends to do better on Rumble. The reason why is because YouTube's advertisers are not very, very friendly to anti-woke content. They want wokeness. They want BS. I have thought about starting a third channel, a sports channel for the YouTube platform itself. I have not decided on that yet. If I was to do it, it'd probably be in 2023, or it'd be after I got off another job, which I'll probably go back to work again probably in the near future. Don't worry, I'll still be on the site. I'll still be here posting content. But after a while, they start taking hours from you, and it makes it harder for the channel to grow. This is one of the main reasons why as YouTube content creators ask you guys to hit the like button and go ahead and subscribe and go ahead and send it up the chain, so that way we stand a better chance of getting monetized. And of course, we do believe in this, but at the same time, though, I mean, you got to make money too at the same time. I mean, it's just the way it is, and it doesn't cost you anything to hit the like button or even subscribe. I figured I'd just go ahead and throw that out there. But I'm thinking about putting those anti-woke content on Rumble and making John Claymore more of a prepping channel, which I've already tried to do, but for whatever reason, YouTube won't promote the content. Trying to make it more of a prepping channel. This way, more of the military-based channel, which, by the way, is what it was designed to be. Now, guys, here's some stuff that is yet to come out here in the near future. I want to go back and look at NATO versus Russia, U.S. versus Russia. I want to look at Most Uninvadable Part 2. There's several videos on that I want to break down. There's also the John Mark videos, which, by the way, I'm going to break those down, Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, that there, because it's a very, very long video to cover. And my computer can only cover about maybe 20 minutes at a time. Something else, too, is the Homeland Invasion video, which is one that I actually did yesterday. But, let's just say it did not go well because the computer, for whatever reason, would not hold it. That's probably something to do with the CPU and the actual memory capacity of this video, of this computer itself. But, guys, there's also some other stuff that I want to do. Like, for example, you had Anna Kasparian and Malcolm Nance, two of these very, very far-left radicals, talking about Civil War and crap. And I want to do some stuff on that rather than kind of react to it. Now, guys, with that there out of the way, Gear Issue 33 here. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave a comment in the comment section. And I will see you guys later.